back, it's hard to imagine what life is like across the world, and local community leaders are taking the initiative to make sure people in other countries have the resources they need.
Yeah, new this morning, reporter Kaylin McGlasson spoke with a White Cross representative in Cameroon to see how North Dakotans are making an impact. Kaylin.
Good morning, Josh and Alicia. I got a chance to speak with the White Cross director over in Africa to learn about the impact a local church is making. Century Baptist Church has been sending over medical equipment to hospitals in need in Cameroon. Here's more about what's going on. America is a country where people come to live freely, but some countries aren't offered the same opportunities. Cameroon is a country in Central West Africa bordering Nigeria, and getting the proper medical care is hard to get.
Patients have to provide absolutely everything from bed sheets to syringes to medicine to bandages to whatever it is that the doctors and nurses need to treat them. Family members have to go out into town and to local pharmacies and buy that stuff and bring it back to the hospitals.
The Cameroon Baptist Convention, also known as the CBC, was established in 1954 by the mission work done by the North American Baptist Association. Calvin Hone, who is currently in Cameroon with the CBC, has gotten to experience the magic firsthand.
I saw what the local organization was doing was meeting real needs of health and education and community development that honestly the government wasn't able to provide. And so that's why the churches stepped in and started providing this.
The CBC runs 12 large hospitals, 25 community clinics, and about 50 primary clinics, with over 5,000 employees helping to run these institutions. But what makes them so special is that they don't turn away patients, no matter if they can afford the care or not. In order for the CBC to get the medical supplies they need, they established the White Cross Ministry. Under the ministry, supplies are sent from North America to Cameroon.
Part of the work they've been doing out here since the 20s and 30s, and especially excelling in the 1950s, is medical work.
In November of 2020, the White Cross Ministry found a new home at Century Baptist Church in Bismarck, North Dakota. Century Church serves as the hub where shipments are organized and shipped out to Cameroon. Paul Herr, the local director of the White Cross Ministry, says he's seen the growth of the partnership that began over a century ago.
We have a partnership with Cameroon that we've had for well over a decade, and they asked us, would we be interested in taking on the White Cross Ministry, which has been part of the North American Baptist Conference for 100 years.
All equipment is donated by churches or hospitals. Herr says supplies can range from bandages to larger needs like hospital chairs and beds.
Many times there's an excess of medical supplies in hospitals and clinics. And so any hospital or clinic who has items that they're going, you know what, we need to change this out, or we have extra of this, we're open to taking a look at what those are and seeing if that's an actual need that can be used in Cameroon so that we can then get that over to them. It takes about 5 to 6 months to gather enough supplies and then to get it ready to ship. It's an ongoing process where we will have volunteers from the church come in 2-3 times a month.
Century Church's goal is to ship 2 sea containers a year, which are 40-foot high cube containers. These organizations are helping over 1 million patients in Cameroon a year.
In places like this and so many places in the world, the majority of the world does not have access. The majority of the world's population does not have access to even minimum basic medical care.
The process of getting the supplies across the world is not easy, but well worth it. For more information about the White Cross and how to help, visit our website at kxnet.com.